World War I, Christmas Eve, 1914. Thousands of men buried in muddy trenches, separated by only a few yards of no man's land. Welcome to the channel Brazil and Beyond, History and War. On this day, the unthinkable happened. For a few hours, hatred was set aside, and humanity flourished in the most unlikely place on earth. Pope Benedict XV had called for an official truce, but the high military commands refused. The generals feared that fraternizing would dampen the fighting spirit. However, the biting cold and the longing for home spoke louder to the soldiers' hearts. British soldiers noticed something strange, small lights rising from the German trenches. They weren't flares or signals of an attack. They were Christmas trees, accompanied by the sound of German carols. On the other side, the British and French responded with hymns of their own. The silence of the guns was absolute. Then a shout in English from the German lines broke the ice. "You no fight, we no fight." One by one, hundreds of men climbed out of their trenches. Mortal enemies became just men. They traded tobacco, uniform buttons, chocolate, and newspapers. An excerpt from Private Oswald Tilley's letter to his family, now on display at the Imperial War Museum in London, reads, "Just think that while you were eating your turkey, I was out talking and shaking hands with the very men I had been trying to kill only a few hours before." Records even point to a soccer match taking place. It wasn't about the score. It was about the fact that for a moment they weren't targets anymore. They were players. Furious, the generals ordered an immediate return to combat. In some areas, the truce lasted until New Year's, but pressure from command and the rotation of troops eventually forced a return to the violence. The Christmas Truce of 1914 was never repeated, but that event proved that even in the deepest darkness, peace is a human choice. It was the day humanity set its differences aside. Today, division continues to tear families apart. Ask yourself, this Christmas, which of your own wars would you have the strength and maturity to call a truce on? Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.